Why is working with energy so important when it comes to wealth, health, and success? And why is it that so many people are conditioned to just work with the physical world? I'm going to answer those questions in this live lecture. I'm Lori Bolin. I'm the founder of I Thought Mind. I'm a medical intuitive and a vibrational intuitive trainer. I've been working with energy now for well over 30 years. And so many people, when it comes to creating their life, they are conditioned to work with solely the physical. When we have 7.8 billion people on this planet and we are all energy first. So in this live lecture, I'm going to be breaking it down for you in why it's important to learn to work with energy and why you might want to take the 30-day energy challenge. And what is the energy matrix? Why is that so important? So the first thing I want to bring up is that, number one, we are all energy. 7.8 billion people, all right, we're all energy, and we're all moving through a Wi-Fi signal. And a Wi-Fi signal means this: the Wi-Fi, often what you are trained in the physical world, is this: what you feel sets the tone for your perception of your reality. What thoughts you focus on, the law of vibration, therefore, will attract, with the law of attraction, more of that in alignment in your life. But let me bring up energy for a moment. So these are all the things that you know. These are all the things that you've been trained. If you are someone that's been watching my videos all along, you have been trained into understanding that I want more. I want to manifest. I want to work with the law of attraction. The law of attraction is always working. Law of vibration is always working. Now take example, your energy. So you are connecting to Wi-Fi signals all the time. And when you're working from the physical world, this is what Wi-Fi signals you're actually connecting to. You're connecting to the things in your life that you are perceiving from the physical world. And what I mean by that is, take a look at the world right at this moment. There's a lot of hate going on in the world right at this moment. And so imagine right at this moment that you are walking through your physical Wi-Fi signal through the law of attraction, okay, and literally starting to then focus on that signal, which will then lower your energy. So let me break it down a little bit more for you, so in case you're confused, okay, because I've been doing this for over 30 years. So have you ever been in the car and again somebody cuts you off, all right, and it starts to set the tone of your emotion? And so therefore, the next thing you know, your energy is conditioned to be lower. So when you're working in the physical world, you're more apt to rely on the results from other people. You know, I remember people talking like Jim Rohn back in the day about, you know, how to be massively successful. And to become massively successful, you know, pick the brain of somebody that's a multimillionaire. So position yourself to buy them a very expensive meal so that they could teach you how you could become successful. This is how you're coming from the physical world. Okay, so what happens if you're in a neighborhood and you don't have money to buy a multi-millionaire, okay, a steak dinner that's going to educate you? So maybe you try to do the next best thing. You buy a motivational book and you say, okay, this is a fast track of how to become a multi-millionaire. This is a fast track of how to be successful, okay? Or how do you learn how to love people? Because maybe you want to learn how to deepen a relationship. So you buy all these books, and maybe right at this moment, someone watching this video has a bookshelf with a barrage of how-tos, okay? How do I be more successful? How do I be more loving? How do I not let people bully me? How do I not, you know, get so angry? And all of this. So when you're coming from the physical world, from that level, okay, you are then connecting to the Wi-Fi signal of someone else. Now, hold on just for a second, because I can hear you think, well, great, then this is exactly what I want to do. So what happens when you're connecting to someone else's Wi-Fi signal, okay, is that you're connecting to all of the problems that they have. So even if you're wanting to connect with someone, okay, that, for example, is a millionaire and you want to be successful, or you want to take a program that teaches you in 21 days how to get more leads, how to sell more, or, 30 days to eat right, to lose weight, you name it. Pick anything that's already in the physical world. That physical world means that it was already created from somebody else's energy source, someone else's energy, okay? Now, when we're coming from that standpoint, you are then giving your energy, okay, over to that person. So pay close attention. Now I want you to take, for example, energy is like a light bulb, okay? So if you take energy like a light bulb and now you're connecting to someone in the physical world and you're going, yes, I want to learn from you, I absolutely want to learn from you, then you are connecting your light to their light, which will automatically start dimming your light, because it says the energy that you work with comes from the universe. So working with energy first is really important. So think about it like this. When's the last time you've been mad at someone? Maybe you're walking around with guilt, bitterness, all these things that are dormant in you. But if you were working with energy, you would quickly be able to resolve that by increasing your energy based on that wattage. But the more you share and you walk into someone else's Wi-Fi signal, okay, then you automatically are losing energy. When you are connecting with someone else, you are also equally picking up everything that they may have a problem with. So you may be sitting at a dinner and very thankful that you sat next to a person that you think is very successful, and you're going to pick their brain. Therefore, the more you're sitting there with them, any kind of patterns that they may have in their energy, you start to synchronize with. Think about this in the fact of it like this. You've been in a long-term relationship. The next thing you know, you're saying the same words as the person that you're with, or you have the same mannerisms as the person you are with. But now you're thinking, if I built up the person in my physical world so much that now I'm super excited that I'm sitting next to them, it only creates one time before you pick all of those things up. So picking all those things up means all of a sudden you are picking up all the impressions that are coming from them. So what's the difference between working with energy and working in the physical world? First off, the physical world is where you're going to attract things that you want to align with in your life, such as a home, money, okay? People that you want to align with in your life, believe it or not, first should come from the energy world. So let me break it down into something really exciting about working in the energy world. So this morning, and this happens to me every morning, I'm in what's called energy receptive mode. So before you think working with energy is some woo-woo thing that you go off and you decide to wear sandals and heal the world and you can't have a lot of nice things or whatever, healing and working with energy requires healing, love, and abundance. Abundance is information. Abundance is letting you know what pathway to go down. Okay, letting you know that you're learning to work with that energy matrix, which connects with only the Wi-Fi signals that when you're working with energy gives you that receptiveness. So this morning, because I've been working with energy for over 30 something years, I've been training people for about 25, 26 years in the art of energy. And before I continue, I got into energy because I woke up one day and got sick. I had stage 4 ovarian cancer, 6 months to live. And so that reminded me of absolutely how much I was living in the physical world. I was needing approval from my family, society. Where do I rank in the physical world? Am I at the bottom, the middle, struggling and fighting your way to get to the top? Okay, attracting poor relationships, being in a situation where there was no happiness. So in the physical world, when you're solely just coming from there, okay, you are losing your energy that you have, so it starts dimming the light. So therefore I started to work with energy and started to learn how to be receptive to energy. And what I mean by that is this. So think about this for a moment. Let's say in the morning, and this is what happens to me in the morning, I am energized, making sure that I am at the highest light of energy, okay? Which means healing, love, and abundance. So for example, this morning, here I am, and here's the energy, and it's coming in, and I'm connecting with it. Now, I'm not talking about meditation, which I have taught meditation for over 25 years equally as well. What I'm talking about is energetically. You are energy. So working energetically, when you are fully connected, then you're in receptive mode. What am I receiving? So your thoughts aren't something that are coming from your subconscious or coming from a book that you read, okay, or a workshop that you went through. It means that it's coming in through your energy. The universe is coming in and giving you this information. So this morning, okay, it says, all right, this is your Wi-Fi signal. Today, I'm going to be connecting with over 100 people, and I'm going to be energetically connecting with them because some of those are going to be in a part of my program that I have, some of those. So the information just comes rolling in. So now pay close attention. So what is the action that I need? So based on that, I know that I have the signal and what Wi-Fi signal that I'm connecting with through the energy matrix. Whether I leave my office or I get in the car and travel to another home that I own, do you get that? So energy and working with that, it deepens loving relationships. It deepens that intuition that you have. Okay, to not go in areas that may be of danger that you don't even know anything about. But in the physical world, you may say, oh, this is a safe area. I have no problem. Okay, so if you haven't figured it out by now, in the world that we are currently in, there's so many people living in the physical world. Look how low that Wi-Fi signal is for them. That here comes hatred, here comes anger, here comes frustration, here comes sickness. Okay, here comes lack. All of that is because they're not living first in the energetic world. When you are living in the energetic world, it is allowing you to have that energy not only flowing, but the thoughts that are coming through are flowing. The connections that you are making with people are energetic connections. That means that your energy is high and their energy is equally high. This is what I have trained some of the most successful people in the world, all across the world, is how to be able to live in the energy matrix. Energy matrix means this. The physical matrix, okay, says this. Google, how do I get to this destination? Okay, so you rely on something like that, or you may rely on, Google to look something up that you physically, what do I want to eat today? Google, okay? But in the energetic world, living in that energetic matrix, it gives you the road ahead of time. It gives you that pathway ahead of time. So you're never in harm's way. You're never holding on to any kind of bitterness. You don't have patterns to prove something to someone. You don't have health issues, okay? You also don't have the stress of, aging. All of these things that come into play. You don't have the stresses of lack, no money, all of these things. But learning the art of energy, everyone knows everything is energy, but knowing how to work with it, training yourself how to work with it. Sometimes people don't understand. They think energy is this healing thing. So I need to go to someone that deals with energy. The garbage man that comes and picks up your garbage could be working with energy. So I want you to really pay close attention, and the reason why this live feed in this video is going on right now is to let you know how much more will it take for you to recognize it's time to work with energy. It's time to understand the energy matrix. And there are a lot of people that don't want to teach you this. And the reason why is because the more people that learn about the energy matrix, okay, everyone will still have everything, but someone living in the physical world, it wants to dominate the physical world, so it takes from you. It takes your energy. It takes your money. It takes maybe your freedom of choice, decisions, you name it. So the physical world is in a conformity, which is a pyramid, okay? Who's gonna rise to the top? And if someone's at the top, someone's gonna suffer at the bottom. But when you work with energy and you're really receiving energy, okay, you're living in a world that is a whole world where I can be next to someone and energetically they are at the same level as me. And think about this right at the moment. When you are learning how to be an energetic receiver, if you want to connect with people in your world, you're doing that in the morning. You are sending out the Wi-Fi signal. Yes, I want to bond with 100 people today. I want to reach people today that really want my service. If you are someone in business and you, whatever you sell, you say, okay, I want to reach them with a whole heart of love, a whole heart of abundance. Do you follow me? And healing. When that's happening, you're not sitting here crazy on social media. How can I get you to buy? Okay? Or you're not sitting on social media going, today was the worst day of my life. Let me share this. Okay? You're not making videos of terrible things that happen in the world. Okay? Because energetically, working in the energy matrix, everything is love. Everything is abundance. Okay? Everything is healing. So if this seems maybe a bit like a myth to you, I encourage you to take the 30-day challenge. Be a part of my 30-day energy matrix program. You have 30 days and you will start to learn how to not only tune into your intuition, become an energy receiver, be able to understand how energy can work remotely so other people that you are connecting with energetically are doing the work for you, okay, in an energetic, passionate, loving way, not in a controlling way that the physical world says, okay, how many people can I get to do my work for me? No, in an energetic way where other people are passionate and their passion is what you are igniting. If you want to create something in your world, it must come from the energy world. When you're creating something in the physical world, it has already been created by someone energetically, even if you think it's brand new. When's the last time you had an idea and boom, 5 minutes later you saw somebody else already did it? Because the energetic world works much faster. We are energy. We are energy, and when we leave this world, we will always be energy. So the physical world only lasts as long as you physically are here. So if you want to learn more about being with energy and all the benefits of connecting with energy and living in a world where you don't have to be concerned about having a health issue, you don't have to be concerned about, you know, somebody vandalizing something of yours, you don't have to worry about, you know, living in a world with hate. And I know, for example, a lot of you probably think that's impossible, but trust me, when you work in the energetic world, you may be aware of what is going on in the other world of the physical world, but it does not affect you. What I mean by that is that you see your world, you're expanding your world, so your world is love. So therefore, your message is loving. So you may be aware that there are people that are doing this in the world, but what you are bringing to them is energy. So think about that. Healing the world does not come from the physical world, it comes from the energy world. So if there are people in your life that you care about or situations in the world that you don't like, that you dislike, okay, trying to correct them from the physical world, okay, is going to drain the energy and it's going to make the pyramid even stronger. And the people that are at the 1% of the top of the pyramid, okay, are already ahead of the game always because they are trying to control the people of the masses. But when you're living in an energy world, okay, when you are energetically living in this world, it is a whole different game changer. And trust me, by working in that energy world first, because it does come first, then and only then truly can everyone, the 7.8 billion people on this planet, start to change living in the world of an energy world that is in a circle. It is not in a pyramid, Okay, so I encourage you, take the 30-day challenge. I have trained over thousands upon thousands of people how to work with energy. Okay, and the moment that I learned how to work with energy, that's when my life and the doors just opened up. Freedom opened up. Okay, the ability to do all things opened up. Remember, in the energy world, you are the mighty I am. I am all things. Okay, so if you're in the physical world and you are seeing things that you don't like, master getting in the energy world, and truly you will start to make the change. Do you follow me? Because change comes from healing, it comes from love, it comes from abundance, from the energetic world. Okay, when you are trying to give someone in the physical world an abundance of information, you're basically giving your peace of mind. You are giving your belief. Your belief will only be as limited as the belief. But in an energetic world, there is no limit, because energy grows. It doesn't isolate in areas. It doesn't isolate in beliefs. It doesn't isolate in opinions. It doesn't isolate based on certain feelings. Okay? So I encourage you, again, before I end this video, I encourage you, learn more about the energy matrix. Take the 30-day energy challenge. You're going to realize that energetically, you could be moments away after 30 days changing and transforming your reality to a whole different other world. I'm Lori Bolin. I'm the founder of I Thought Mine. I'm a medical intuitive and vibrational intuitive trainer. I've been helping people for over 30 years and been working with energy for well over 35. So I hope that you will take me up on my offer. There will be a link down below if you guys would like to sign up. The program kicks off next week on the 15th. Much love from me to you. I hope that if you are deep and buried in the physical world right at this moment, you make the choice to get out of it. Get into the energy world. That energetically is where things change, where abundance comes, love comes. I often say this is where hope and healing and restoration comes from. So I encourage you, take the challenge. Much love from my heart to yours, guys, all the way across the globe, okay? Namaste.